Welcome to my road to completion guide for The Witcher 3. If you haven't watched episode 0, make sure to do that now. The link is in the description and my pinned comment. We have to make a few adjustments with our options before we get started. All the options can be changed after starting the game, so feel free to make some small adjustments as you play. Press the X button to make selections and the O button to return to the previous menu. I'll be turning my music volume down to 0 to avoid copyright, but you can set your volume wherever you like. A good right stick sensitivity for both camera and aiming is 0.75. Let's turn automatic finishers off to slightly speed up the run. Witcher Senses fisheye should be on for visual clarity. Turn automatic camera centering off so we can have full control of our camera at all times. And our autosave interval should be set to 10 minutes. Turn on the action log and the Witcher senses on minimap. Turn off NPC chatter. Brightness is up to you, but I turned mine up to +20 because YouTube tends to make videos darker than my original files. I like to turn off motion blur and blur, but again, that's up to you. Select New Game, then choose Blood and Wine only. For difficulty, select just the story. After we load into the game, jump back into your options menu and turn off tutorials. Hold the O button to dismount the horse, then hold the X button to sprint over to the notice board. We have to pick up and read a document called Appeal to Sir Geralt of Rivia, the bridge his crest. Press R3 to read the document when the prompt appears on the left of the screen. If you're not quick enough, the prompt will disappear, but you can still read it by checking your inventory's quest items or other category. Follow the path up the hill to Hanged Man's Tree to find a signpost. Signposts can be used to fast travel throughout the world.
Hunger's turned this one pale.
You can access the world map by pressing the triangle button, zoom in and out with R3, filter navigation markers with L3, and place custom markers with square. All of those prompts will be down below under the world map. Take a second to become familiar with the world map controls. NPCs are governed by the game's day-night cycle. This means that certain NPCs will not be available unless it's a specific time of the day. Hold L1 and tap the square button to pull up the meditation menu. Set the time for 6 a.m. to make these NPCs appear. Anytime an NPC doesn't appear in your game, meditate at the following times to make them appear: 6 a.m., 12 p.m., 6 p.m., 12 a.m. It's very important that we get all the dialogue choices correct, so I'll be displaying all those choices as an overlay each time we talk to an NPC. This is an example of what it looks like. If at any point your choices fail to match up with mine, stop playing and let me know immediately.
Wouldn't mind a look at your stock.
As you can see, we started the DLC with 20,000 crowns. This number is located in the top left. Use those crowns to buy the Undvik armor set. Now sell all of our runestones and glyphs. And the last thing we have to do is buy all the repair kits plus the Undvik Saddlebags.
So long.
Wonder if he's as strong as he looks.
I will slowly navigate the world map to make it easier to follow along. You can follow the custom marker using the mini-map in the top right of the screen. The shortest distance between 2 points is always a straight line. Since Geralt can easily overcome most of the terrain, this ends up being our best approach for navigation. Press the O button to jump. Enemies we encounter out in the wild should be skipped to make our run efficient. Sometimes this can be tricky if they become aggressive, but I'll show you how to deal with this later in the series. When you reach Harviken, press the options button and set up a save. Since we have a limited number of manual save slots, it's very important that you follow my saves exactly to avoid issues later in the run. Talk to the men at the gate and follow them to the leader. Spam the square button to quickly forward through dialogue. If you make a mistake, load the previous save and try again.
Fine, I'm going.
But no foolishness, eh?
Think I could have me a go.
Too late now. Got a buyer for the whole lot.
No one will ever know.
Fuck me. Powerful stench coming from the hole.
Aye, we're victims of our own success. Best grade ever.
Success or no, gotta get those shit
All
eaters
that
out
premium
quick
goods.
before the stank settles
Fucking
in
just
permanent.
that. These folk ain't but skin and bones.
Hurt good. What did you expect? A big sun on my chest? Don't...
I don't...
I really don't like to hear humans referred to as goods.
Escape Harviken by spamming the X button, and let's make our way up the coast using a custom marker. Let's also take a second and equip the armor we purchased earlier. Eventually, Geralt will put away his sword, signifying we're out of combat. Now we can set up another save. Since all of Harviken is currently mad at us, 2 enemies patrolling the coast will permanently respawn, but we have to manipulate them to show up first. Enemies in this game react to your camera, which means a simple camera rotation can cause enemies to spawn, attack, or stay idle. It really just depends on the situation. We can kill the enemies with fast attacks using the square button. If rotating the camera doesn't work, try running up the hill on the left. The third method is meditation, and it only takes 1 hour. With both enemies active, we can start farming for trophies, and the first one is called Master Marksman. This requires us to headshot 50 enemies with a crossbow bolt. Our goal is to kill one enemy and weaken the other. The damage we deal is a bit random, so it's possible to accidentally kill them in one hit. With one enemy weak, hold L1 and select the crossbow from the weapon wheel. You can also use this time to select bolts by tapping right or left on the D-pad. Now select Axii and tap L2 to stun the enemy. While the enemy is stunned, select crossbow, get a little distance and hold R1 to aim. Release R1 when you're ready to fire. If we're not fast enough, the enemy will wake up, making it very difficult to hit the shot. The screen will shake each time you land a qualified headshot. This means that simply shooting an enemy in the head doesn't count unless the screen shakes. This game has terrible hitboxes, which is why you see me backstep twice before firing. I feel like I get a bigger hitbox this way, resulting in more qualified headshots. I will demonstrate how to get headshots a few more times before moving to the next trophy. The curved bar in the top left of the screen represents your stamina, and it must be completely filled up to use Axii. Since we started with the DLC, we have access to 44 ability points, which makes the Dendrologist trophy easy to obtain. Simply acquire all the general abilities by pressing square followed by X to pop the trophy. Load our previous save so we can work on the next trophy. The DLC also provides us with a few mutagens, so all we have to do is place 4 greater mutagens of any color inside the 4 diamond-shaped slots on the right to pop the mutant trophy. For this example, let's use 2 greater red mutagens and 2 greater blue mutagens. Acquire and equip the following abilities: Far-Reaching Aard +3, Delusion +3, Puppet +3, Muscle Memory +5, Arrow Deflection +3, Lightning Reflexes +3, Acquired Tolerance +3, Steady Shot, Trick Shot, Metabolic Control, Set up a save to lock in those abilities so we can work on the next trophy. To unlock the environmentally unfriendly trophy, tap L2 to use the Aard sign and press square to stab enemies on the ground. Sometimes the enemies won't fall to the ground, so you'll have to let your stamina build back up before you can try again. Kill 50 enemies using this method to pop the trophy.
Bad idea.
Now let's use the Aard sign to knock 10 enemies off the cliff. You may have accidentally unlocked this trophy already farming for the previous trophy. If not, this is your opportunity to get it.
Oh, come on.
The next trophy requires us to perform 10 successful counterattacks without getting hit or parrying. Kill one enemy to make this process easier. Tap L2 just before getting hit to perform a counterattack. You'll know you've done this correctly because you'll push the enemy away. We can unlock the enemy of my enemy trophy by using the axis sign. Make sure to hold R2 to gain control over one of the enemies. Ideally, we want to control the enemy in the back so he can kill the other guy from behind. We can block to keep the enemy distracted while our teammate goes in for the kill. Sometimes the AI behaves weird during this process, so you may have to try a few times to get the hang of it. Get 20 kills controlling one of the enemies to pop the trophy.
Come on.
Equip the enhanced Devil's Puffball and the enhanced Dancing Star to set up for the next trophy. Use the weapon wheel and switch to the broadhead bolt and the enhanced dancing star. Now let's adjust the difficulty to Death March. Save your progress before going after the next trophy. Attack the enemies with the following weapons to unlock the Overkill trophy. Enhanced Dancing Star, which causes enemies to burn. Followed by Enhanced Puffball to apply poison. And Broadhead Bolts to induce bleeding. We get credit toward the trophy as long as an enemy is burning, poison, and bleeding at the same time. Repeat this process 10 times to unlock the trophy. As long as we have alcohol in our inventory, our bombs will replenish each time we meditate. Load our previous save so we can work on the next trophy. This trophy has to be unlocked within 4 seconds and requires us to use an attack, counter, sign, and a bomb in no particular order. To set up for this trophy, let's pull up the weapon wheel and select the enhanced Dancing Star bomb and switch to Igni. Now let's kill one of the enemies. Time slows down each time we open the weapon wheel, and we can use this to extend that 4-second time limit. Counter attack, attack, Igni, enhanced Dancing Star. Open your inventory and equip the Dragon's Dream Bomb. Now let's use Igni followed by the Dragon's Dream Bomb on enemies 10 times to unlock a trophy called That is the Evilest Thing. Remember that Igni doesn't always burn enemies, so keep an eye out for the flames before throwing the bomb. Load the previous save. Press square to drink the potions I show on screen to unlock the next trophy. Load the previous save and travel back to Harviken. Once we arrive at Harviken, switch the difficulty back to just the story and save your progress. Single out the archers and tap L2 just before their shot lands to deflect it.
Well, how long you gonna make me wait?
Come here!
We'll get the trophy after killing 3 archers using this method. There's a handful of archers in the village, plus you can always load your previous save and try again. You may also get the Butcher of Blaviken trophy for killing 5 enemies within 10 seconds. If not, I'll show you how to get it next.
Come on!
After you have the trophy, load the previous save. Now let's talk about the Butcher of Blaviken trophy. Spam the X button to roll through the village and funnel enemies to the gate. When the time is right, start killing enemies as quickly as possible to pop the trophy. You can always load the previous save and try again.
We'll fix you soon, don't you fret. Your mom's...
After you have Return to Cinder and Butcher of Blaviken, load the previous save. Kill 5 enemies in a fight without taking damage and without using the Quinn sign to unlock a trophy called Can't Touch This. Bait 5 enemies to follow you to a specific location to avoid getting hit from behind with arrows. Simply block to avoid damage and counter with Igni until all the enemies are dead.
Smell it, Kaer. Hack off! I kill him! More, damn it! More!
We'll fix you soon, don't you fret.
Halt! He won't last! Harder!
1, 2, 3. Greyhead dead to me. Your mum shut you out. Now you take you
I kill him! More, damn it! More!
Your mum shut you out. Now the grave will take you back.
Let's end this.
I'll watch ye die with pleasure. Onward! Devil's blood, he's fast! Back off! Got you out! Now the grave will take you back!
Now it's very important that we load the second manual save from the bottom. Equip the saddlebags we purchased earlier to raise our inventory limit to 160. You'll find this number in the top left of the screen. Open your character menu, max out lightning reflexes, then equip it into any slot. Kill all the enemies in Harviken so we can travel to our next destination using the signpost. Use this opportunity to become familiar with dodging. Spamming the circle button and dodging is extremely overpowered and is super effective against all enemies including bosses. Since Harviken is heavily populated, it's a great opportunity to practice. This is one of the core strategies we'll use to complete Deathmark's difficulty. Since we have Geralt set up to receive damage bonuses based on fast attacks, make sure you're pressing square to deal damage.
We'll fix you soon. Don't let him get away! Pathetic. You've insulted an island.
When you arrive at Cackler Bridge, set up a save. There are 4 enemies over the hill, and we have to kill one with our sword, one with Igni, and one with the crossbow. The order doesn't matter as long as we get kills using those 3 methods. You can kill the last enemy however you'd like to get the trophy. Hold the X button to draw power from the nearby power stone.
Place of power. Should draw from it.
You'll know you've done this correctly because a small green circle will appear underneath your health bar.
Ghoul nest. Ought to just destroy it.
This particular power stone increases our Quinn sign intensity and will last until the green circle underneath our health bar reaches 0. Our goal is to travel around the map and activate the other 4 power stones so we can get a trophy called Power Overwhelming. All 5 green circles must be underneath your health bar at the same time for the trophy to pop. If any of the green circles disappear, you'll have to activate that particular power stone again. Remember, all 5 must be active to get the trophy. We have plenty of time to pull this off, and the enemies we'll encounter along the way are very easy. I'll talk to you again when the trophy pops.
Magic. Place of power. Just destroy it. Might want to look at the map. Medallion's humming. Place of power. It's gotta be. magic. A place of power.
Now let's find the nearest signpost and fast travel to the Stonecutter's settlement. Once you make it to the settlement, set up a save, then delete all the other saves. You can delete saves by pressing square. Talk to the villagers so we can start the first quest of the Blood and Wine DLC.
We've not got no need.
Have milk.
And
Hail, Witcher.
And you.
found
You
milk.
Yes,
You get it.
We do this.
be up.
No point fighting bandits. Kill these and others just as bad or possibly worse will come in to fill the void. Can't
Get up. So,
So fess up. What brings you such a long way?
We ought to
most free. Come. Shut.
Might be the most fervent request that I take a contract ever.
Most.
to.
I sometimes think back to all the contracts I've ever taken from sovereigns.
You cannot. So we must. Ha!
We automatically get a trophy called The Witcher's Gone South after the cutscene. Now we have to fire a crossbow bolt into the eye of the giant to unlock another trophy. Time will slow down since we have lightning reflexes equipped, which makes this process a lot easier. And I usually aim for the giant's name to improve accuracy. If you fail to get the trophy, load the previous save and try again.
Big beast.
If you.
I'll take the trophy. Why not? Could put up.
No, I'm not. The rip.
6.
Killing the giant should push Geralt to level 35, giving us the Munchkin trophy. The action log is a set of text that appears on the left of the screen that displays important aspects of the game, like quests we've completed and Gwent cards we've collected. We will mainly use this feature to track Gwent cards, but it's always nice to have it around for reference. Find and use the Potion of Clearance to recover the ability points we spent to acquire lightning reflexes. Equip the following abilities and mutagens. Muscle Memory plus 5. Resolve plus 5. Undying plus 5. Fleet-footed plus 1. Precise blows plus 5. Razor focus plus 1. Far-reaching Aard plus 3. Exploding Shield plus 3. Delusion plus 3. Puppet plus 3. Active Shield plus 3. Aard Sweep plus 3. Quinn Intensity plus 5. and slot 2 red mutagens. Turn around and use the signpost to fast travel to Red Guild. We can farm lesser blue mutagens from enemies north and south of Red Guild. If we meditate for 2 hours after killing the initial group, there's a chance more enemies will appear. We can force enemies to respawn by traveling to another area. The Royal Palace is perfect because it only has one signpost. I'll show the farming process again, but this time it'll be quicker since we have access to more signposts. The goal is to keep farming until our lesser Blue Mutagen count hits 18. Then we can craft 6 Blue Mutagens and 3 greater Blue Mutagens. Now we can slot 2 greater Blue Mutagens to round out Geralt. set up a custom marker, and fast travel to the next destination. And I'll see you in the next episode. Be good.